Live from KSAT 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
We begin tonight with the San Antonio Police Department desperately searching for a teen who they say was abducted. 13-year-old Bella Martinez was taken Thursday. Our Lee Waldman is live outside police headquarters and is reporting that police have now identified a suspect. Lee?
They have, and the suspect is 17-year-old Ariel Moreno. We have a photo of him here. Friday, Moreno was named as a person of interest in Bella Martinez's abduction. Now SAPD is saying he's a suspect. This is a picture of Martinez. She's 13 years old, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 170 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She's said to be wearing a black T-shirt with Ice Cube on it, black ripped jeans, and black Crocs with charms. She was last seen Thursday around 1:30 p.m. on the city's southeast side. The suspect, Moreno, is driving either a gold Chevy Impala with a dent on the right passenger side door or a two-door silver Chevy Cavalier with a sunroof and a spoiler. Now, police this evening are saying they believe Martinez is in grave danger. They're saying anyone with any information is asked to give them a call. Their number is 210-207-7660. Live from Public Safety Headquarters, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Lee, thank you. New at 5:30, the League of United Latin American Citizens, also known as LULAC, is mourning the loss of one of their own. Longtime legal counsel and San Antonio attorney, 65-year-old Luis Roberto Vera Jr., died overnight. LULAC tells us Vera had a lengthy battle with an illness, but was surrounded by family at the time of his passing. The organization's national president, Domingo Garcia, says Vera was one of the greatest defenders of the Latino community, and he will be remembered that way for years to come. A suspected drunk driver is behind bars tonight after San Antonio police say they caused an overnight crash. It happened around 3 a.m. along Northeast Loop 410 near Perrin Vital. Police say a 37-year-old woman was a passenger in a Lexus driving on the access road when the driver hit a black Hyundai. The crash critically injured that woman. Officers telling us she was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. No other injuries were reported, and the driver of the Lexus now faces a DWI charge. El Paso authorities are working to figure out who killed a Southwest airline employee near the airport there. According to police, it happened late Friday night in a long-term parking lot. They say that 49-year-old employee was just changing a tire in the employee lot when someone robbed him and shot him. The airline has not commented yet. No arrests have been made. However, officials want you to know there is no threat at the airport. Over in Houston now, a one-year-old boy is in critical condition after he was shot while his mom was walking back from the store. It happened just after 9 this morning. The mother telling Houston police she thought she had been shot when she realized her son was bleeding from his stomach. The child was taken to a nearby hospital. Police are still figuring out where those shots came from, and they're searching for that suspect.
This campaign in Texas is not going to be about Joe Biden. It's not going to be about Donald Trump. It's not going to be about anyone from outside of our state. This is going to be about the people of Texas and what the people of Texas want.
Beto O'Rourke keeping his eye on the Texas governor's seat, but he says he doesn't need any help outside of his campaign. In a recent interview, he declined to invite President Joe Biden to campaign alongside him, pushing a message of nonpartisan unity. O'Rourke's comments reflect a broader disapproval with Biden nationally, suggesting a visit from the president might hurt his campaign. Demand for booster shots is on the rise as Americans prepare to gather with friends and family this holiday season. But with cases of the virus on the rise, health officials are stressing the priority is getting shots into the arms of those who are still unvaccinated. Here's ABC's Ike Ejachi with the details.
Americans are lining up for that extra dose of protection as we head into the holiday season.
To be able to have that little extra security that I wasn't going to contract it and spread it, and that I would stay healthy.
About 70% of Americans say they plan to spend the holidays with family and friends from outside their own home. Today is expected to be the single busiest travel day of the year. The TSA already reporting a record number of travelers on Friday, more than 2.2 million. Health officials say the best way to protect everyone is to get vaccinated.
If you're vaccinated, you are less likely to get infected or have severe disease.
On Friday, the CDC giving the green light for boosters for all adults of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, 6 months after their second dose.
We are seeing more breakthrough infections. That is expected to increase in the coming months because of the winter weather.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says the decision was based on the latest data and will hopefully clear up confusion over eligibility.
They wanted to make sure that the safety signals were right, and once that became very clear, right now, I'm very pleased that we're in a situation where there's no confusion, there's no lack of clarity.
But health officials say the priority needs to be getting shots into the arms of those who are still unvaccinated. 34 states are currently seeing a surge in new infections, the country averaging more than 94,000 cases a day, up 21,000 from a week ago. Ike Ajachi, ABC News, Washington.
Back here at home, an annual turkey distribution meant to help the homeless. The Blue Cares turkey distribution taking place this afternoon at Harper's Baptist Church. Blue Cares is a nonprofit organization for the San Antonio Police Officers Association, providing help to low-income families. But volunteers did much more than just hand out turkeys. They also went block walking, giving food to people who live in the North Zarzamora and Culebra area. Those donations even included home-cooked pies made by the SAPD Women's Auxiliary Group. Organizers say they take pride in this event.
It's our way of giving back to the community, right? It's something that it's in dire need, so we're doing our part in giving back.
For more information on the Blue Cares organization, you can visit our website, KSAT.com. Coming up on the news at 5:30, a local couple offering to help others for the Thanksgiving holiday, remembering a time when they once needed help themselves. After the break, how they're giving back to families in need. Local groups across the city ready to kick off the holiday season, and they're doing it by helping those in need. This afternoon, the Christian nonprofit Humble to Serve Ministries met on the city's far west side to prepare and distribute hundreds of meals for people experiencing homelessness. Alicia Barrera met with a group who says it's more than just a warm plate of food.
Food for the body and soul.
Jesus loves you. We love you. There's hope. Don't give up.
32 turkeys and all the fixings have been prepped and cooked by Joe Navarro, his wife Regina, and the folks of Humble to Serve Ministries.
During this Thanksgiving, we need to bring that hope back and let them know people do care for them out there.
For Regina and her husband, this mission is very close to their hearts. They say they know what it's like to feel forgotten or sometimes have to go without a meal because a time not too long ago, the streets were home.
Prior to us coming into the Lord, we were actually homeless for many years. We suffered from addiction and alcoholism. We have been, praise the Lord, clean for almost 4 years.
With each plate, they'll also offer a space of prayer and community with a hope to get more folks off the streets. Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Hey there, hope you had a wonderful weekend. This look outside with live cam is a bit deceiving. Looks a bit ominous. We've got some dark clouds out there, but we've actually got a cold front moving through Bexar County as we speak. So that's why you see those darker clouds. Unfortunately, there's no rain falling out of those clouds, and really the biggest change we'll see tonight behind this cold front is an uptick in our wind speeds and a drop in our humidity. You'll probably want a light jacket again by early tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about this front and what it means for the next couple of days coming up in just a few minutes. But first, the aquifer today is up 0.2 of a foot, and another good day as far as the allergens go. Only mold reported again today. It's low with a count of 370. We'll be right back.
Well, Katie, after a lot of those cool days, you definitely can feel that thick humidity today in the area.
It poured back in quickly, but it's actually going to start to drop again tonight. So we're going back and forth, and actually that trend will continue into this week and will affect the Thanksgiving holiday. And now I'll have that forecast for you coming up shortly. But another look outside. If things got a little bit dark at your house and you're wondering what is going on, well, we've got a front moving through, so our weather will be actively changing over the next several hours and overnight. Currently at the airport, winds were calm at the top of the hour, And now, new update, north-northwest winds at 12 miles per hour. That's an indication that the front has moved through the airport. So here's a rough idea of where our cold front is currently. It will continue to drop south behind the front. North winds kicking in and wind speeds will begin to increase. So here in town, also up across a portion of the hill country, we've got sustained winds now about 10 to 20 miles per hour. South of the front, winds are still light. So when the front gets to you, you'll notice because things will start to rustle a bit outside as the wind speed increases. Temperature-wise, not a huge spread, but we do have 60s in the hill country behind the front, 70s, even some low 80s out ahead of it. And kind of a more noticeable change here with our dew points. Behind this cold front, our dew points are already dropping into the 40s in the hill country. But where the front is just now moving through, dew points are still in the 60s. So here in town, 65, but if you drive up the road to Kerrville, it will feel much drier with dew points in the 40s. So this front will bring us a cornucopia of changes with our weather. Cornucopia, Thanksgiving, get it? Yeah. Most noticeable, thank you, Courtney. Most noticeable tonight, the uptick in wind speeds. Our winds will be sustained out of the north about 10 to 20, gusting up to about 30 miles per hour this evening. Also through the overnight hours, temperatures will be falling through the 60s tonight into the upper 50s, and you'll start to notice some drier air out there. By tomorrow morning, it'll be a bit cooler out there. 40s for your morning lows in the hill country. Will be in the low 50s here in San Antonio. That's not overly cold, but it will still be a touch breezy early tomorrow. Our wind gusts will still be up near 25 miles per hour early Monday morning. So that's why I think you'll want at least a light jacket early tomorrow morning. We'll be left with mostly to partly cloudy skies, and through the day on Monday, some high cloud cover that will be left over will gradually start to thin out, but we should see a decent amount of some sunshine filtering through by tomorrow afternoon. Very comfortable Monday afternoon. Most of us temperatures in the 70s for highs and dry air in place. It's going to feel very nice out there. So a couple days with lower humidity Monday and Tuesday, and then look what happens once again by Wednesday. Our dew points are back into muggy territory, so we'll see another quick turnaround here, but then they'll fall again after Thanksgiving into the start of next weekend behind, yes, another cold front that will be moving through during the day on Thanksgiving. So here's the setup, our weather pattern featuring a nice big dip in the jet stream that will extend all the way down from Canada to the Four Corners region. This is a nice trough that will result in a fairly significant cold front that will be draped across a good portion of the hill of the country. As we get into later in the day on Wednesday, this front will approach early Thursday, and it does look like this next front will bring a better chance of rain. It's just a more active storm system that this front is attached to, so we'll have a better chance of some rain beginning Wednesday night into Thursday. Does not appear at this time that the whole day Thursday is going to be a complete washout, but we are looking at some periods of scattered rain, mainly through the first part of the day on Thursday, with rain ending from northwest to southeast. By Thursday night, rain should be coming to an end, and then we've got a pretty quiet day on Friday. So that's how things stand now. It does look like it'll be a fairly cool day with the cloud cover and the rain on Thursday, so temperatures limited to the 60s. And right now, just keep in mind, scattered rain possible, not the whole entire day. As our front moves through on Thursday, rain should come to an end as we get into Thursday evening, and then it will become windy after that Thanksgiving front. Still a few days to tweak that forecast, and of course, we'll keep you updated. Here's a look at your Monday. Bit cooler in the morning, a lot more comfortable by the afternoon with some low humidity. You may just hear some rustling tonight with those gusty winds, but winds will relax by tomorrow afternoon. Courtney.
Well, looking forward to Thursday. We'll keep an eye on the KSAT weather app. Thank you, Katie. All right, Greg, UTSA Roadrunners and all their fans are still in big celebration mode.
As well they should be, because when you take a look at that final play, you realize just how difficult a finish that was, and what a finish by the Roadrunners. When we come back, they go to 11-0. Now have a shot at the Conference USA Championship after this play right here. Look at that. Tipped and still caught it. And it's Selection Sunday for UIW for the playoffs coming up. For the first time in school history, stop me if you've heard this before, the UTSA Roadrunners are Conference USA West Division champs with a chance to become Conference USA champions when they host the championship game in the Alamo Dome on Friday, December the 3rd. That's after they were able to extend their win streak this year to 11 games in a row by beating University of Alabama at Birmingham for the first time since 2017 to clinch the West Division title. But it didn't come easy. UTSA would play from the behind most of the day, and in fact were down 31-27 when they mounted a last-second 7-play, 77-yard scoring drive capped off by that 1-yard game game-winning touchdown pass from Frank Harris to Oscar Cardenas. But when you take a look again, a closer look, it was much harder than you thought. First, it was a low snap that Harris had to pick up off the turf, and then the pass is actually tipped and into the hands of Cardenas on a game where the Roadrunners wore the 210 San Antonio area code on their helmets. The game-winning connection was made by two San Antonio area football products, Harris out of Clemens and Cardenas out of Brandeis, for the 2-10 connection for success. The Roadrunners 34-31 victory.
It means a lot. We came to San Antonio, we came to UTSA for a reason. This is something that we dreamed of, and, our dreams are right in front of us, and it just shows that San Antonio kids can stay home and achieve something really bigger than, what they're used to.
Coming here, we had a plan to make this program great, and I think we're doing a great job right now and waiting for next week.
All right, before hosting the Conference USA title game in the Dome on December the 3rd, the Roadrunners will end their record-breaking regular season by traveling to Denton on Saturday to face North Texas at 1 p.m. The University of the Incarnate Cardinals are Southland Conference champions just after they were able to beat Houston Baptist 55-14. Their victory included a 35-point first quarter today on campus. The Cardinals gathered for the Southland Conference selection show to find out who they will face in the postseason. That will be Stephen F. Austin Saturday at 2 at Benson Stadium, and they're happy about it.
Just coming off a conference championship, we're real hot as a team. We're playing well, playing good football. It's just going to be a great opportunity for us.
To be in the playoffs and be playing on Thanksgiving is always something special, and so excited about it. Get an in-state team coming over here from right down the road in Nacogdoches. Really quality opponent, well coached, and so we'll have our work cut out for us. But happy that we get a home game.
Like UTSA, this has been a season of firsts for the Cardinals, including most wins in program history. First ever over a FBS opponent in Texas State, Eric Morris as the winningest coach in UIW history. The Brennan Bears will one of just a few San Antonio area teams to survive the second round of the high school football playoffs. They were able to beat Los Fresnos on Saturday, 63-10, to stay undefeated at 12-0, advance to the third round of the high school football playoffs. So did Alamo Heights after their 55-28 victory over Austin McCallum, one of the few San Antonio area-based teams to survive Austin Week. Here's a look at the playoff schedule. We'll go right through it quickly here. You got Brennan and Austin Bowie, New Braunfels Canyon at 7. Heights against Marble Falls. That'll be Dripping Springs, 7 o'clock. Fredericksburg, Pleasanton, Ferris Stadium, Friday at 7. Cuero and Wimberley in the Alamo Dome, Friday at noon. Navarre and Sinton, Bobcat Stadium, San Marcos, Friday at 7:30. Poth and Tidal, Cuero, Friday at 7:30. Fall City, El Dorado, and Cedar Park, Friday at 7. Bernie will be on Saturday against Austin Johnson in the Dome at noon. Central Catholic will travel to Brownwood at 6 to take on Midland Christian. The Brandeis Broncos are state champions in volleyball for the first time in school history after an exciting finish in Garland. Our Andrew Seeley was there and has more.
By now, everyone knows about Brandeis' TCU commits. Carly Ferris and Jalen Gibson dominated in the Broncos Class 6A state championship victory over Keller. Gibson had 29 kills en route to tournament MVP honors. But what you might not know is the story of senior Layla Smalls. She scored the first and last point of the match, and her presence on the team has been a source of inspiration.
This is my first year playing a full season, and just to go all the way with my team and to get the kill on the last point, it's just crazy because I didn't get the chance until this year to do that.
Layla has gone through 3 ACL surgeries. This is her first complete season, and she means a lot to this team and her hard work. And that last ball, that was for her. She needed that. She worked hard to be here, and she's important. And so I want you guys to know that that was the plan. I saw it. I knew we could make it happen, and that's why we did it.
Now Smalls and the rest of Brandeis' 10 seniors ride into the sunset, having taken the program to new heights. From Garland, Andrew Seeley, KSAT 12 Sports.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
That was awesome. So as this 1-8 Houston Texans got out to a stunning 19-0 lead over the Titans in Tennessee, tied for the best record in the NFL at 8-2, thanks to quarterback Tyrod Taylor coming off his worst game of the season against Miami. He was able to put the Texans in the end zone on the road for the first time since week 2 on the 7-yard touchdown in the second quarter. Then in the third was able to head in for the pylon with a 5-yard TD. But when the Texans couldn't get into the end zone in the second half, the defense steps up big time. 4 big-time interceptions on Ryan Tannehill. The last by Terrence Mitchell seals it for Houston, and the Texans snap out of their 8-game losing streak with their biggest win of the season, upsetting the Titans on the road 22-13.
Every time we step on the field, we're confident in everyone that's dressing out, and the talent is there. It's just about us going out and executing. And I think when we're executing on all cylinders, it shows. And just proud of the way the guys went out in the fort today.
How strange of a day is this? The Texans win. The Cowboys are losing right now in Kansas City, 19-9. Have more on that coming up tonight on Instant Replay right after the Night Beat. So a very big weekend in sports.
Yeah, no kidding. Lots of shakeups.
You got it.
All right. Thanks, Greg. We'll be right back. That's all our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tonight on the Night Beat after the American Music Awards. They should end on time. If not, stick around.